Welcome to the masterclass. As the arbiters of the game, your whistle dictates the reality on the floor. But that reality is about to shift. You know this document inside and out, the 2024 FIBA official basketball rules. Your muscle memory and visual processing are currently dialed into these specific parameters. But we need to look ahead to your next operational target, the 2026 update. This chart lays out the timeline for enforcement. As you can see, the 2024 rules, version 1.0a, went into live on-court enforcement on October 1, 2024. Exactly 2 years later, on October 1, 2026, version 1.1 takes over. The danger here lies in failing to unlearn specific, subtle text that FIBA has removed from the 2024 version. If you rely on your 2024 muscle memory after October 2026, you will end up misapplying technical decisions, especially around ball control and administrative roles. So this transition requires a trade-off. You need to invest the cognitive load up front to update your mental framework now to guarantee flawless on-court accuracy later. Let's start at the scorers table and look at administrative alignment. Under the 2024 baseline, Article 1.1 sets up the game conductors clearly: referees, table officials, and a commissioner if one is present. This graphic shows the exact text change in Article 1.1. In the 2026 version on the right, FIBA added a single crucial sentence equating the role of a commissioner to a technical delegate. This addition cleanly resolves chain of command issues. It removes legal ambiguity and clarifies exactly who holds ultimate authority during high-stress table disputes. But the trade-off means your crew must manually map all previous commissioner-only powers to technical delegates. You have to patch your mental software to treat those two titles as identical. By absorbing this small textual addition, your crew chief can cut through administrative confusion and resolve table issues much faster. Moving from the table directly to the floor, we hit the most impactful on-court update in the 2026 document. We are looking at Article 24.1.2, which governs the definition of dribbling and live ball control. This graphic compares the two texts side by side. On the 2024 side, notice the highly permissive language. There is no limit to the number of steps a player may take when the ball is not in contact with the hand. That sentence gave players a massive cushion between live dribble bounces. Now look at the 2026 side. That specific protective sentence has been completely erased. Without that sentence, the explicit textual protection for players taking multiple steps between live dribbles, that gray area known as the gather, no longer exists. Think about how this plays out in high-speed, dynamic fast break situations, or when a player is trying to corral a loose dribble. This deletion forces a strategic trade-off. It grants floor referees far more subjective authority to blow the whistle for a travel during those loose dribbles. The downside? It will be much harder to defend a traveling call to an angry coach. You can no longer point to a specific standard in the text to justify your decision. Because this single deletion removes the previous standard, floor officials must spend the offseason recalibrating their visual baseline for what actually constitutes a legal dribble. We also have to account for internal structural shifts within the document's index. Because FIBA added and deleted text throughout the document, key definitions and powers have physically shifted to different pages between the two editions. Look at the definition of table officials. In the 2024 layout, it sits on page 56. In the 2026 layout, it moves down to page 57. Similarly, the listing for referees' power shifts from page 56 all the way back to page 58. Yes, this means you have to endure a tedious period of updating your personal cheat sheets, index cards, and quick reference materials. But sacrificing that preparation time up front to memorize these shifts ensures you can instantly cite the correct rule during a high-pressure coach's challenge. The 2026 update tightens administrative language and removes previously permissive on-court definitions. To prepare for October 2026, here is your role-specific action plan. Table officials. Focus entirely on the new Article 1 language and index shifts for flawless administrative alignment. For crew chiefs and umpires on the floor, Article 24 is your top priority. You must use your upcoming preseason scrimmages to actively recalibrate your whistle timing for the amount of steps taken between dribbles. And for the entire community, download version 1.1 today, update your reference manuals, and start discussing the Article 24 deletion in your pre-game crew briefings right now. By proactively absorbing these subtle textual shifts, your crew ensures they remain invisible, authoritative, and perfectly aligned when the ball tips off in October 2026.